My sister has a abusive baby dad. I tell her to leave him when she does not listen. Tell me what she do. You can't do anything for anybody. And honestly, it sounds like a valiant idea. Oh my God, go save her and beat up her boyfriend. The thing is, bro, she's a grown woman. She has her own life and her own choices. As much as you can help somebody is talk to them or really give them what they are the ones who have to change their own life. That's the sad reality of it. Like I've had to think, like I got younger sisters, not even young and old enough to have a baby father or a boyfriend or something like that. But it's like the first thing a man is you want to consider, like, man, I'm gonna beat this corny ass nigga. But you gotta realize, think about this. A lot of people, bro. A lot of people don't appreciate life in general, or happiness, or peace, or like life in general, right? And there's a lot of decisions that you can make to take yourself down on a burning boat with a person. And it's like you'll look at a whole situation, right? And interject, step in, give your balanced point of view or your best effort at that, and then everything is lost. Everything is lost in the process. So it's not the best advice to be like, oh my God, jump in and break this. Because if she throw herself right back into the lines, then all your effort is for nothing. Trust me, I done seen it, not even just on an abuse tip, but a drug addiction, stuff like that. Like it really show you that a person has to want to change their own life. It's not you can force on somebody, bro. No bullshit. Y'all gotta help me understand this stuff. Y'all should see the message I just received on Discord. It was like no greater disrespect to me. Look at this shit. The nigga said, hey, I wanted to talk to you about something. So I graduated the dojo. This second sentence is so funny when you read the rest, Chad. Just listen. So I graduated the dojo, right? Now listen to this. I learned how to get what I want out of a woman using my words without over-validating or being a trick. I don't know what this is about, right? I recently got out of a relationship and I feel like I lost it. I feel like my confidence has been drained. My quick, clever responses aren't there the same way that they used to be. And overall, the game is just not gaming for me. What can I do to move forward? The jokes write themselves, man. The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. The biggest mistake he made is realizing that you never graduate the dojo. Why? Because I'm never the same person I was yesterday, let alone a week ago, let alone a month ago, let alone a year ago. I'm never the same person. I'm never going to be repeating, and the value of life will never be the same. I'm always adapting. I'm always evolving. It should never be, I got this. Well, look, you didn't have it. You arrogantly thought you did, because if you had it, you can't lose it. Those are the dudes who think game is like a trick, like for pussy or something. Like, oh, I'm spitting game. I'm about to go spit some game. Oh, I lost my game in a relationship. You never had it. How to not be shy in life? You got to work on getting yourself out your comfort zone, man. Your comfort zone is very small because you don't do things to stretch it out. And it'll only get bigger the moment you decide to make it bigger. It will not get bigger in your head. You will not motivate yourself into a big comfort zone. You will not motivate yourself into becoming this person. You have to do it, and then the rest will follow. What do you think about people who are Tinder or don't use it? Honest opinion. Honest to God right here. The closest to a dating app that I've used and actually will be Instagram DMs. And that's because I have an Instagram account. So I just had one personally. So it was like right there. I'm already following women. Over the years, I've used it to get women. Snapchat, I used to use a lot. And only 1 year in my high school, which was sophomore year. Most horrid year of my life. Like, Snapchat was too free, bro. I can't even tell y'all, like, Snapchat is just too free. But I'm gonna be honest. Literally, if I could make a percentage, 99.6 or 99.5 of my experience is just in person, bro, in real life. And I benefit so much so from that. So that's why I teach that shit. Dude, you ask me, if you don't got it in real life, don't use dating apps. Like, if you are not able to approach a woman, introduce yourself, if you're not comfortable going on a date or having her over your crib, like, if you ain't get that, to me, it's like pointless to use a dating app, because all you're going to do is get them from a dating app or struggle to get them there because you haven't fixed the core issue. You're going to struggle to get them there. Let's say you do get something. Then when it's time, F with TV, I appreciate to get this up. Chat, no matter how you put it, it comes back to IRL. Cause when you get a woman from a dating app, what are you gonna do? Meet her IRL. Hopefully. Right? All you're gonna do is it goes back to IRL. And I'm gonna give you this too. Another reason I don't like dating apps. I never dealt with a catfish until this YouTube shit. And I specifically remember it, and it took me back to this is why I don't do this shit now. I never forget I did that e-date with K Money. And after he hit me up like, yo, this girl that was watching it, and she was like, I like you, and she looked real pretty, and da-da-da-da. I'm like, even when I would get women on Instagram in real life, it would be in, let's say in my city. So, not to say they can't be catfish because the girl's in your city, but like she might follow people I know exist. Like she might follow people. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like it's like some sort of credibility going on here because it's like, all right, I know somebody that follow her, or you know, worst case scenario, it's just like it's just not that big of a thing in Philly. Like you're not going to deal with an all out catfish. Like I mean, like a fake person. You're gonna at most you're gonna deal with is she don't really look like she did on the gram, or she gained weight and then you know she ain't posted a picture in months. That's the worst you're going to deal with in Philly. I would say is she kind of don't look as good as she do on the gram. I'm gonna tell you something. You know what the most rewarding thing is? D-Lin, I appreciate the 18 months. You wanna know what the most rewarding thing is?
18 baby.
You wanna know what the most rewarding thing is? When a chick better in person. It's like, oh my God, like, let's go. Like that's one of the most rewarding things. But in general, bro, in real life, I never have to worry about like the tone not being set. Like if I get her in person, she's gonna know what my personality like. She's gonna know what it'll be like spending time with me already. She's kind of maybe somewhat more comfortable around me because I know how to break the ice. I know how to, you know, I know how to make a person comfortable. I know how to allow them to become comfortable. I know how to use my personality to connect. I know how to flow a conversation. So I just benefit from those social skills where on a dating app, I just don't like how it starts. I don't like that. I know a lot of motherfuckers that fuck a lot of bitches from the apps. But if you ask me, I don't use them. If you ask me. Yeah, you can use them to slay, get this woman, and there's no denying that. But I'm gonna be honest, bro, I want the IRL action. No need for dating apps if you got game IRL. No, that's not true. I know niggas that really cook bitches in real life and then use a dating app to take it to the next level. Like they just make the dating app makes it way easier. Like if that's another thing. It don't apply to you if you already doing what you want to do IRL. Like if you already doing what you want to do IRL, a dating app just going to take you and give you a different pool of, like you just going to be able to get them just sitting in the crib. Like you already knowing that how you handle shit when it come to linking them. So the dating app just feeding you. So on that level, it's not that much of an issue. But if you can't, I'm talking to niggas, if you cannot go approach a woman and go and introduce yourself, get a number, if you don't believe in none of that, all the dating app going to do is just make you feel weaker. That's all it's going to do. Tell this girl been acting up. I'm trying to cut her off. Oh, hell. Do y'all see what I mean by the weak? The weak shit be all, it be off. It just, the details is all in someone's sentence. What is trying to cut? How do you try? How do you try to cut somebody off? I don't get that. That really doesn't make sense to me. Explain that to me. That's what I mean when I say you could read someone's sentence and you can tell so much about them if you know how to pay attention. What is try to cut somebody off? What does that mean? I know what it means, but I want you to think about it and you explain it to me for the person that just said that. I want to show you, bro. How would you shoot your shot at a chick who got out of a bad breakup? Well, I wouldn't force myself on her because the thing about her getting out of a breakup, you don't know where her head is at. Like, does she want to deal with men, period? And I wouldn't even make it about the breakup. Stabs, I appreciate the 11 months. What is the relevancy of the breakup have to do with anything? I can tell you two reasons it could be. Number one, you could be the rebound. Like she got out of a relationship, she either was cheated on or done it so dirty in a way where now she's having like a rebellious kind of freedom period. So then you could benefit from that because then you might get it when the price is low. And I only use that metaphor because typically when a woman is going through that, bro, she's not really thinking truly clearly and straight for herself. She's truly thinking in a reactive, defensive way of like, I just went through some shit. So it's very, I I'm not saying do not take advantage of that. Whatever the case may be, you just want to and she just want to have fun. Then y'all actually meet each other on the same page. But if you're gonna go in there and try to like take advantage and reap, oh the price is low, yes, let me squeeze. Like you want some other shit. And then number two, I would say so I was gonna say there was two, but that's the main one. The second one. But again, why are you making it about her getting out of a breakup? Like, unless she's told you, like, hey, I'm uncomfortable dating, I'm uncomfortable talking to people because I'm healing from my breakup. Then, like, again, I said I would never tell you to force yourself on her. Respect that and fall back. 5-year relationship, good girl. She giving me signs, but it's a little fakey. What is signs of what? Like, why do y'all stop making decisions based on signs? That means you are conditionally decisive. Instead of being the guy who can create an opportunity for a situation and lead it the way you want it to go. Or at least attempt to. I don't understand the sign game. That's not really me. Like if I want something, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna act out to get it. And if I don't, then I just don't. How much time do you have to sit around and wait for things in life? A sign. That's what you're waiting for. It's a bad habit. Off topic, you mentioned a while back that you go in depth on why intelligent individuals tend to struggle with love. Can you go into that? Because love is not really love does not require intelligence. Love doesn't really engage intelligence at all. You can be an intelligent lover. You can decide to engage your intelligence in how you love. You know, being emotionally intelligent, being conscious of the person you're trying to love, and do it in a way which is adaptive, open-minded, and respective of that individual. So you can apply love to intelligence, but if you're an intellectual, then your main focus or concern or care is probably in creativity. A lot of intellectuals are very creative. It's in creativity. It's in your thoughts. It's in your visions. Like you're a visionary. Like you have a lot of visions for what you want to do, how you want to do it. You're very specific, and also the nature of that life is like you're very high speed life. Like love is very like slow. Like you fall in love with somebody, you spend time with them, you take that out. You know, it's like it's just not very cohesive from my perspective, and you really have to kind of like, I hope I explained that well. And I didn't even go in depth. I just kind of like spoke of the things that just came to my mind without even thinking. How does having a poor relationship with your parents affect your dating life? Well, even if you had a great relationship with your parents, it would still impact your dating life. So to argue whether a poor one or a good one, a good relationship with your parents impacts your dating life, it doesn't matter. It impacts it regardless. Oftentimes, you got the surface level impact, which is seeing my parents gave me a kind of expectation of dating. Like, oh, my mom was beat up, so I might hit my woman if I'm angry, or my mom talked down on my dad, and you know, I think it may be normal for partners to fight in that level of hate. So it kind of creates the norm of either expectation or what you kind of accept as normal. So you know, you got that surface level way, but then you also have the level of a poor relationship with a parent can leave you missing or looking for something. And this appetite, you'll find ways to fulfill it in your other relationships in your life, and they don't even have to just be intimate ones. So it can create an appetite. An example being my mom. I watched her work every day, all day. So I kind of adapted the mentality that I need to take care of her. So I put it on myself to be the savior and knight in shining armor. Oh, you didn't think I was going to go that way. You thought I was going to talk about dating, right? Got your ass. Or it can be something that you look to avoid. Because you don't want to avoid anything in life. You want to be able to make a sane choice from all the options presented to you. Avoiding something is being afraid of it. Is it worth dating someone whose actions come from their poor relationship with their parents? Well, you can meet a person, and naturally, that anybody, including you and me, has maybe unconscious behaviors and things that have embedded its way into us. I'm burping this shit, excuse me. But you can meet a partner, right? And if they have good character, then you can accept the weight that they carry. Like, you can have a person who has shit that they need to deal with, but they've never met a person who could help them bring it to the surface. But because they have good character, they are the type of person who, that if it gets brought to the surface, they will fix it. They just don't know it's what the problem is. Does that make sense? And I think that's a higher quality of a partner, or of a person to be in a relationship with, than somebody you think has it made out, or somebody you think that it's mature. You know, because they can be mature and then closed minded, and then when they go to a different stage of the relationship, they now have to give up what didn't work in that old stage. And now that it's time to give up what didn't work in that old stage, they're closed minded. But they were open minded enough to show you that they were mature, but they weren't mature enough to be able to evolve and adapt to the new necessary goals of the next stage of the relationship. Come on, bro. Does speaking your thought out loud help you communicate it better to others? I would think so. But not, you know why I'm going to say no? Because if you don't have the social skills to talk to other people in an effective way, it doesn't matter how much you talk to yourself. And what's an effective way? First of all, let's talk about the social skills necessary. It's like the person who wants to practice. It's like the person who folds under pressure. Like you can practice all day, every day. But if pressure throws your game off, then that practice is pointless. So that's what I'm essentially getting at. How do I recover from taking an L with woman? What is an L with woman? Educate me on how a woman can give you an L. I want everybody to give me an example. Let's debunk this right now. Like her rejecting me. I'm gonna tell you why me getting rejected is not my L. Number one, my life doesn't change. Number two, the value I add and bring to a person's life, I'm not the one that misses out on that contribution. Number three, I won the moment I decided to go for what I wanted. I won the moment I decided that I put myself on the line for what I want. The result is indifferent. As long as I keep doing what I want, I'm fine. You know? What should a person's decision change around my perception of myself? She didn't make me. She can't break me. I'm self-made. Why did you allow another human being to come in and make you or take away from you? That doesn't make sense. I took an L. I'm hurt. I'm my low self-esteem, my low confidence. Who is this person to you? They rejected me. You know what? If I took a Lamborghini or the most expensive car in the world, let's say it's a Bugatti, and I took it to a caveman, he would walk right past it. You're the Bugatti saying, Ty, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? This is still 2 seats. The engine's still in there. I'm a Bugatti regardless. You can get in or not. Like I'm indifferent to what the rejection or even her giving me her number. I don't get a boost from that. I'm still me. No, it's satisfying to go, I'm that guy. But it's like, you know, just realize what would be different. A lack of self-awareness right there, bro. Yes, 7 types of... Do you really believe there's really 7 types of seducers? I mean, however many types Robert Greene has identified, what I add on to that is that you can be all encompassing as you see necessary. I can choose to be charismatic in this situation, then I can choose to be seductive, then I can choose to charm. I could charm a woman's parents and be charismatic to the family in general, like, oh, I'm social and da-da-da, and then seduce her. All at once. In the same interaction, actually. She can watch how I navigate and handle her family and talk and interact and socialize, and it would just be so much more attracted to her. And it seduces her more into, like, the kind of man she knew I was to begin with. and their family fall in love with him. It's like, yo, this such a nice young, like, listen to this guy. Like, I like him. You know, I don't think it's just like lane for lane, one and not the other.